Okay, so IGN just dropped their review of Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Let's see what all the fuss here is about. Oh my, well, it can't honestly be that bad. I refuse to believe it.
Still, it just feels great to be back with Xenoblade Chronicles' memorable cast of characters, whether it's the lovable meathead Rain or the stoic and inscrutable Duncan.
Oh honey, no. Okay, hello there, people of the internet. So, this is a weird video. I didn't expect to make this thing in a million years, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna try to be a voice of reason and it's gonna come to bite me in the ass. In any case, I saw that IGN posted this review of Xenoblade Definitive Edition today, and I see how embarrassing, first of all, the first draft was, and second, I'm just here to say to all of you guys, here's the thing, guys. I don't really take IGN reviews all too seriously, and I don't think you should either. Now, I'm going into this as a person who, you know me, Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite game ever. I can't shut up about it. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to it. But this kind of stems with my issue with a lot of mass games journalism now, like mass media games journalism nowadays. And too long didn't read. The short answer is consistency. IGN lacks a lot of consistency. Now, I'm sure there are very, very many people who are great people who work at IGN, who, love what they do and do a good job at it, but the system of how they do reviews is very, very antiquated and does not really work well for giving serious critiques and ideas and generating real and honest conversation about a game. What do I mean by this? Well, first, I'm just not a big fan of the numerical score system. I hate the idea of quantifying someone's feelings or experiences with a number, which is like a basic number. IGN is a king of that, but I think that lies into the issue I also have with consistency with IGN here. IGN, they don't have a scoring consistency. Now, why is that? Well, I think there's a number of really big reasons for it. It makes no sense that they say this is the best port of Xenoblade ever, but they give it an 8 out of 10 when they gave the original a 9 and the really crappy 3DS port an 8.5. It doesn't make any sense. The issue with the reviews from IGN is that they're kind of just a grab bag of opinions, and I think that's what hurts a publication like IGN the most. When you're going into a review from IGN, you don't know if you're going to get person A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are so many people who are working at the staff, and so many of them have so many vocal and different opinions on products and games and series. It seems very inconsistent when they lack a big public figure or a persona or a person to put behind the words. Now, I'm just a crappy YouTuber who sits in his chair and talks about Xenoblade videos. I'm not necessarily the world's best critic or anything like that, but I think a reason why a lot of people have been gravitating toward YouTubers and internet personalities to get their opinions and share their opinions on games and stuff is because they understand the person, their interests, what they like and what they don't like. A good gaming outlet that I think does a great job of this is also Game Explain. With Game Explain, you have Andre, Derek, and Ash, and they all do a great job of voicing their own opinions and having personalities and being people who are actual public figures and individuals who you can understand what they like. You get a consistency with them. Plus, I mean, their rating system is just better too, you know? But at the end of the day, the issue with IGN is that there's really not a person whose opinion I care to hear about. I mean, maybe there's the 1 or 2 people who will eventually leave IGN at some point that, you know, they stand out for having really good writing skills, or they say something good about a game, or maybe they have some great ideas to present to the fold. But the publication just kind of really lacks a strong public figure. An individual to put a face behind the words, to put meaning behind what they're saying. And that causes a really big rift between the critic and the viewers. It's a shame too, because I mean, there are so many days that I loved of, I mean, you guys remember G4 TV, or, you know, anything that Adam Sessler was on? I think that was honestly the peak of a lot of games journalism, was having a big individual who you feel like you knew, hey, this guy says something really insightful about this product, and he has something to appreciate about it, and you know what he likes, you know what he doesn't like, you know the aspects of the review he's going to focus on and what he'll take away from it. I mean, this is just ignoring all of the insane errors that they made in this review in the first draft. But the issue with IGN's reviews is that the guy who reviewed Xenoblade 2 isn't the same guy who reviewed Xenoblade Definitive Edition. It's this idea that in order to have your audience respect you, you have to be a strong and forceful presence in their minds. You have to be someone who they'll care to hear about. And I mean, that's just beyond this idea of a rating system. Personally, I despise numbers. I mean, I've mentioned this earlier, but the idea of quantifying an experience based on a 1 to 10 scale, it just seems very archaic to me. And ultimately, I care about what a reviewer and a person has to say about a game. And honestly, looking at this individual's review and ideas and what he has to say, what he has to critique about Xenoblade, I can fully understand what he feels. I can fully understand and empathize with what he's saying, and I don't agree with a lot of it, but I can see why someone would feel the way that he does. I think the big issue that people are drawing away from this is the score at the end, which is like, if you just watched the review and didn't see the score, you'd probably see a less of a huge rift of like to dislike ratio. Take a step back, understand that IGN reviews, you really don't need to take them that seriously. Sure, they're a big gaming publication, but at the end of the day, their opinion means as much as you let it mean. I don't know, guys. I feel like I just wanted to give my opinion on this because I feel like everyone's going absolutely friggin' nuts, and I was going to try to be a voice of reason, but it turned into me rambling. So, thanks if you've stuck around. Thank you for watching. Friday is pretty much tomorrow. Like, I'm super excited. Oh, I'm going to play the ever-loving hell out of this game when it comes out. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.